Now, the most accurate weather forecast in South Texas with meteorologist Juan Acuna.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Hopefully you found ways to beat the heat because there's plenty of sunshine to go around. There's also plenty of heat to go right along with it. A live look at our Nissan Automotive 6 weather bug. This is over out in Kingsville, looking at Highway 77. Temperatures are into the upper 90s and southeasterly winds at 20 miles an hour. Look at the temperatures. They get a little bit away from us this afternoon. We're still holding on to 95 degrees out here in Corpus Christi, 97 in Kingsville, and we are looking at nothing but triple digits all the way from Beeville, George West down to Orange Grove, Alice, Falfurrias, everyone off to the west, including Hebbronville, has those triple-digit temperatures, and it's pretty hot out there with all the high pressure in place, and of course with all the sunshine too. Upper 80s near the coastline, but everyone is participating in those heat indices where it feels like 100 or more. These are getting pretty dangerous, even though we have slightly, very slightly drier air in place. We had our highest heat index temperature here in Corpus Christi topping out at 109. Right now we're at 104, but it's as high as 107 out in Kingsville, Orange Grove at 106, up towards George West and Three Rivers as well. Right now the weather pattern is quiet still. We have a couple of little sprinkles trying to form along the afternoon sea breeze, and we've been seeing these every single day. Again, if you see one of these showers, do consider yourself lucky because almost 99% of us are remaining dry out there, but this one is pushing closer towards Alice and into western portions of Nueces County. Right now, the weather pattern, that frontal boundary, remember we were talking about it, brought some drier and slightly cooler air up in the panhandle. It's already moving right back up to the north as a warm front. So we have all this hot air that's coming in off the southwest over the mountains in Mexico, and that's why our temperatures are getting away from us just a little bit. We're also watching a little bit of some rainfall out here into the Gulf of Mexico as well. It's really not keeping its act together, but it could present us a very small opportunity to get some rainfall as we head into the overnight hours. Look at our rainfall potential over the next 48 hours. Going into Thursday morning, right about 5 o'clock, we start to pick it up just a little bit, stray on the cusp of isolated there. But once that passes, a very short opportunity, we start to dry out, not only for tomorrow afternoon, but on into Thursday morning and on into, I should say, Friday morning and on into Friday afternoon as well. So unfortunately, we don't have great chances of rain. Why not? Thank that right there. We have a big old high pressure dome that's in place. And as we look at the future tracker with it, when we have high pressure in place, we just mean lots of sunshine and hot temperatures to go right along with it. So here we go on into the weekend, or I should say to the end of the week and on into the weekend. High pressure is still in place here, so we're still looking at very hot temperatures that are going to be staying with us. But we start to get a little bit of a change as we go into the early next week. The high kind of moves all the way to the northeast, and that'll leave the Gulf of Mexico open. So what that means for us here is some increasing humidity. So we'll see a little bit of an increase in cloud coverage and also some stray showers as well. But the high pressure ridge is not done. We're still going to be under its influence just a little bit, and it's still going to remain hot. On to the tropics we go. We've been watching them for you, and right now most of the Atlantic is fairly quiet. No development is expected over the next 5 days. However, we have this wave that will emerge off into the Atlantic, I should say. This is going to be coming off of the coast of Africa right now, and where I've highlighted here, that's where they expect a low chance of development. It's not a great chance, only a 20%, but the good news is that most of the Atlantic Ocean is clear at this point. Even if we move on over into the Caribbean, on into the Gulf of Mexico, again, we have some thunder showers that are out there, but nothing too organized. That's the good news. The bad news is that we've done a story on this already earlier. We have Hurricane Elaine, a very powerful and dangerous Category 4 hurricane, and reached a Category 5 earlier in the morning and overnight as well. We have hurricane watches, hurricane warnings in effect for the Hawaiian Islands. Look at the sustained winds are at 155 miles an hour, gusting to 190. If you are tracking this at home, it's located at 15.5 degrees north and 155.9 degrees west, with the movement to the west-northwest at 8 miles an hour. So this is textbook material. This has a very defined center of circulation, a very well-defined eye, and the big island of Hawaii is already starting to get some impacts with the outer bands of this. So as we move just a little bit closer, going on into Thursday evening, Friday morning, on into Saturday afternoon, we're still going to see Lane creating some big impacts for the Hawaiian Islands, and hopefully they've got preparations well underway, because this is expected to skirt the islands as at least a Category 1 or 3 hurricane for those folks. As we look at our NEC Co-op Energy 7-day forecast, we go to 99 again tomorrow. Miserably hot conditions stay with us all the way through the first half of the weekend, with highs above seasonal average. Then we start to get increasing humidity and just a couple of those little stray showers Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. But Lee and Jen, it's still going to stay hot.
All right, Juan.